Few weeks ago, there was a trend. Would you rather be stuck in the woods with a bear or with a man? There were replies like this.
Why is everyone picking the bear? In the analogy of if you were stuck in the forest and you had to be stuck with either a bear or a strange man, what would you pick? I would pick the man. And let me explain why. I don't know how to use and manipulate a bear.
And there were replies like this.
If I survive the bear attack, I won't have to see the bear at family reunions. The worst thing the bear can do is kill me. The bear sees me as a human being. After what those men did to that monitor lizard, the bears are not safe with men either. The bear doesn't get enjoyment out of it.
So when Bumble came up with an ad saying, the vow of celibacy isn't the answer, the whole internet shuts down. Before we go into this whole commentary, let me introduce myself. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jewel, and hi, welcome to my channel. So if it is your first time seeing me, hi, my name is Jewel. On this channel, I talk about anything I want to talk about, whether they are trendy or not. That being said, if commentary is a thing, kindly like and subscribe and share this video if you care. And thank you guys so much. Let me quickly plug myself in. So basically, I have this amazing self-improvement journal that has completely transformed my life. In this journal, you could find things like law of attraction, feelings journal, brain dump, shadow work prompts, guided dream prompts. I started journaling since 2021, and journaling is an integral part of my life. So if you're on a journey of personal growth and you need like an extra tool to help you along the way, you can find the link in the description box. Honestly, there's no pressure for you to buy. You even watching me alone is enough to make my day. So thank you so much. And like I said in my last video, at the start of each video, I'm going to share a motivational prompt from my journal for you to carry with you along the week. Dance with the rhythm of life and you'll find harmony in every step. Dance with the rhythm of life and you would find harmony in every step. So that being said, I have an update on my racist housemate and I have an update on my living situation. So if it's something that you're very interested in, is going to be at the last part of this video. So now let's get straight into this video. Let's just do a little history about the origin of matchmaking. Throughout history, matchmaking has been bringing people together for love and partnership. So back in ancient times, marriages were arranged by leaders and elders to ensure survival, prosperity, and social harmony. In places like Mesopotamia in Egypt, Greece, and Rome, families and tribes, they were united through this arrangement. In ancient China, matchmakers, they carefully considered compatibility, and during this they included things like social status and they even included astrological signs. In medieval Europe, arranged marriages among nobility were very, very common, and this was often influenced by politics and it was also approved by the church. So as time went on, economic factors, they became part of matchmaking, especially during the Renaissance period where merchants used marriages to increase their wealth and also increase their influence. Despite these challenges, the idea of finding love remained very, very important. We have places like India where traditional methods like matrimonial ads and family network really persisted, while in places like the West, there was an emergence of professional matchmakers, and eventually digital dating platforms became popular. So now let's go to the origin and the evolution of dating apps. In recent decades, the way we meet and connect with potential partners has drastically changed, and this is largely due to the rise of dating apps. These apps, they've actually transformed our dating landscape, but their roots actually go back further than you might actually think. It all began in the 1960s. Guys, when researching this case, I was like, 1960? Yes, actually dating apps started back in the 1960s with the development of matchmaking computer systems like Operation Match at Harvard universities. So here, students would actually fill out questionnaires and a computer would actually match them based on compatibility. And this early form of computer dating just gave a glimpse into the future. By the 1990s, the internet was changing everything. So now we had personal ads, and sometimes these personal ads, they were in newspapers newspapers and magazines. So after some time, these newspaper ads, they moved to online. We had websites like match.com which emerged, and match.com just allowed people to create profiles and meet each other from the comfort of their homes. At this point, this was like a huge game changer, and it made the search for love more accessible than it had ever been. So in the early 2000s, obviously mobile technology started coming on the rise. Smartphones, they became more universal, and social media platforms, they just changed the way we communicated. Then in 2007, Apple, they introduced the iPhone, and when they introduced the iPhone, this just sets the stage for a new era of online dating. So after this, mobile apps soon followed, and this actually took advantage of the capabilities of smartphones. Suddenly, dating wasn't confined to a computer at home. It could now be done on the go. It could be done from your pocket. It could be done anywhere and anytime. In 2009, that's when Grindr launched, and Grindr was literally one of the very first dating apps to make a very significant impact. And here at this time, Grindr was aimed at the LGBTQ community, and during the time when Grindr was created, Grindr used GPS to just show users who was nearby, and this just kind of revolutionized how people connected in real time. And I think people are still using Grindr till now. Then in 2012, that's when Tinder came. Tinder arrived, and Tinder just took the dating world by storm. So when Tinder came, it had its swipe feature. So if you liked the person, you would swipe right, and if you didn't like the person, you swiped left. It was as simple as it was. It was fun, it was addictive, and Tinder's integration with Facebook just added a whole new layer of social trust, which further fueled the popularity that Tinder had. As dating apps became more mainstream, new ones, they emerged to cater to different needs and preferences. Last 2 weeks, I actually watched a documentary on Netflix called Ashley Madison. I actually did not even know that that kind of app existed until last week. So if you've not watched it, I 100% recommend that you guys watch it. So it's basically an app, a dating app for people who wanted to cheat on their spouse. Literally, that's what it was for. So if you've not watched it, honestly, the more I watched it, the plot just kept twisting, and I was like, oh my god. And fun facts, they're still in business, which oh my god. But let's just go back to what we're saying. So obviously, dating app became more mainstream. It started to cater to different needs and preferences. And in Hinge was founded in 2012, and Hinge just aimed to foster deeper connection through detailed profiles and thoughtful prompts. And as we know, if you've been on Hinge before, it's the app that is designed to be deleted. We'll come to Hinge in a minute. In 2014, Bumble came, and Bumble actually launched, and Bumble changed the dating game by empowering women to make the first move. Overall, the evolution of dating apps, they've actually shown how versatile and inclusive the world of online dating can be, catering to a diverse range of individuals and preferences. So now that brings us back to Bumble. Let's just do a little deep dive on Bumble. I like to call Bumble the dating app with a twist. Just imagine like you're chatting with someone online, but instead of waiting for them to make the first move, you're the one that makes the first move. That's literally Bumble in a nutshell. The story of Bumble actually starts with a woman. Her name is Whitney Wolf Herd. So she wanted to create a dating app where women felt more in control. Keep that in mind. Women felt more in control. So she came up with Bumble in 2014. On Bumble, women actually had the power to start conversation with matches within 24 hours. I have had a Bumble account, but I never used it because to me it was kind of complicated. I'm being so honest. I don't know. I just did not really understand Bumble when I downloaded it, and then I was like, you know what? It's not my cup of tea. I didn't really resonate with the app, if that's what I'm trying to say anyway. So Whitney, this is not her first time in the dating app business. She was a co-founder of Tinder. So according to Whitney, she envisioned a platform that not only brought people together, but also empowered women in the process. So Whitney, she worked in tech, so drawing from her experiences and her challenges, challenges in the tech industry, she just envisioned a platform where women would just make the first move. This simple yet revolutionary idea just became the cornerstone of Bumble's philosophy, which actually set it aside from other dating apps. But Bumble, they did not stop there. They also recognized the need for more than just romantic connections, and this was when Whitney decided to expand the platform. She included things like Bumble BFF and Bumble Biz, and this just created spaces for finding friends and also professional contact. So now Bumble is a big name in the online dating world, but over time things changed. And I just remember this because I can remember early this year, ending last year, I was getting loads and loads and loads of Bumble advertisement. Like, oh my god, it was so irritating that I was like, is this a sign that my relationship is going to end? Because what the hell, I wasn't going looking for them. Normally ads are personalized to you, especially in the UK, or personalized to your search, but I was not going looking for a dating app, and I was like getting loads and loads of Bumble advertisements. But now all this just makes sense. Bumble, they were once a big name in the dating app business, but over time things just changed. Obviously, sadly, sometimes things don't remain the same. Some things go up and some things decline. So people started to like different things, and other apps, they started to come along and they were also similar to Bumble. So because of this just made it harder for Bumble to stay popular. Also, there were technical problems with Bumble and things were not working right, and this just made people very frustrated and less happy with the app. So as time went on, how people actually felt about online dating also changed, and this even made it very tougher for Bumble to keep up. So while Bumble used to be so big, it just faced a lot of problems and things just got so much harder. That brings us to the controversy. Recently, Bumble came under some hot fire. Bumble is arguably the most popular dating app in the world as of 2024, with Hinge being its only worthy competitor in terms of popularity and safety, or so we thought. Speaking about Hinge, like I said, just keep on holding that thought because we're going to go down to Hinge. So in recent years, dating apps, they've been on a downward spiral, and Bumble, for example, it saw its stock drop by 80% since going public in 2021. So they went public in 2021 for people to buy stocks, but it just went down by 80%. This also highlighted the decline of Bumble and also highlighted its profitability. So in response, Bumble, they attempted to rebrand and to adjust their strategy. One of their commercials actually featured a woman giving up on dating to become a nun, only to be tempted back by a gardener and a phone with the Bumble app. This ad, meant to be humorous, actually ended with this girl leaving the convent. At first, when this ad was released, people just were very, very confused, and people did not really resonate with the advertisement. And this just came up with the top of my head. Why do people joke with Catholicism? I'm so sorry if I'm not pronouncing it well. Why do people joke with Catholicism or with Christianity? Why do people joke with that? You will not do that to other religion. Like, why do people joke with that? I think that should be a different video on its own. People dressing like nuns. Why do people joke with that? Is it because Christianity, they are lenient? And don't come for me, I'm not really that religious to start with, but I just believe that you should respect. I personally am more of a spiritual person, and if I see someone trying to play with what I believe in, I'm going to feel some type of way. So I don't know why people just find it comfortable playing with other people's religion, especially when it comes to Christianity or the Catholic faith. Remember when I said that women were first to text on Bumble? Well, Bumble, the corporation or the app or whatever, they decided to do a whole 180, or is it a 360? So right now, according to Forbes, men can now initiate conversations on the app. And according to Bumble, female users just thought that making the first move was much more of a burden, which I kind of understand. So the third, or is it the second? Anyways, the third or the second controversy was like literally this very distasteful ad campaign which mocked celibacy and abstinence. So in case you do not know, celibacy is basically the practice of abstaining from sexual activity. I've actually been celibate for like a year before, and the year just went by quickly. actually, to be fair. Anyway, so the campaign involved billboards and the release of commercials with taglines like "Thou shalt not give up on dating and become a nun." Okay, what's wrong with becoming a nun? People are satisfied with becoming a nun. What's wrong with becoming a nun? Let's start from there. This is what I'm trying to say, that people just feel very comfortable joking with the Christian faith and with the Catholic faith. Like, it's our duty to respect people's wishes. That's not hard, is it? And they also said, you know full well a vow of celibacy is not the answer. And obviously, this was perceived in poor taste by people online. Everybody was angry, and this ad was targeted specifically towards women. Let's not forget, a woman owns this app. She stepped down actually, but let's not forget why this app was created in the first place. This app was created to empower women. If you're empowering women, if a woman decides to be celibate, they should be empowered on that journey too. And people do not join dating apps to have sex. There are some people that do not join dating apps to have sex. Some people want to keep themselves till marriage. Like, who was the marketing team for this? Who signed off this advertisement? Like, I have so many questions, but we're not going to focus on that today. Let's go on. So obviously, Bumble, within a day, they came out to apologize. This was their apology. I'm not going to read it. Screenshot is on the screen. So now let's go to the main issue with dating apps. The main issue is that Bumble, like many other dating apps, they haven't addressed the real problems that user faces. Many users criticize these apps for focusing more on making money than helping people find genuine connection. For instance, Match Group. So Match Group, they own dating apps like Hinge, Tinder, and the League. They've actually faced lawsuits for allegedly using predatory practices that actually make dating feel like gambling. And this approach has actually led to users becoming very addicted to swiping rather than to form meaningful relationships. And this also contributes to the overall decline in the popularity of dating apps. Let's not forget, there was a time people were using Tinder to lure people to kill them. If you're a true crime person, you've known cases where people met people on dating apps and their body parts have been found at the end of the day. So obviously, in as much as it's all fun and everything, sometimes some people are not as lucky as you and I. So now let's go to Hinge. On Hinge, we have words like the rose gel, and the rose gel was actually coined by users of Hinge who are frustrated. So what is the rose gel? I did not know about the rose gel until recently. Honestly, I've learned so much from social media than I've learned in school. I can't remember anything I've learned from school. Anyways, let's just go back to what we're talking about. So what is the rose gel? So the concept of rose gel comes from the dating app Hinge, which introduced a feature called roses. Have you been on Hinge before? If you've been on Hinge, please put it down in the comment section. Let me know, my people. Anyway, so the concept of the rose gel, it comes from the dating app Hinge, which introduced a feature called roses. And this was inspired by a TV show called The Bachelor. Hinge, basically, it allows users to send a rose to someone that they find particularly special. So each user receives one free rose per week. So if you want more roses, you can actually purchase more if you wish to send additional roses. I'm actually going to come out here and actually say that I have actually purchased more roses before. Yeah, I have. Anyways, rose gel actually refers to the frustration that users feel when they run out of their weekly free roses and are restricted to sending only one roses unless they buy more. This constraint actually makes users feel jailed by the app, and this also limits their ability to express interest in multiple standout matches without paying. So if you really want to talk to this person or show this person how extra special they are to you, you could send a rose, but that would be your only rose till the end of the week. I myself have actually gotten a handful of roses, and honestly, I want to tell you guys, I know exactly how I felt when I got those roses. Like, honestly, I felt like on top of the world, because honestly, if someone can give you rose on Hinge, that means they really find you extra attractive. It's actually done something to your ego, whether you like it or not. Like, it's done some certain thing to my ego, because I'm like, out of everybody on this app, you find me worthy to give a rose. But yeah, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You guys can see where I'm coming from. These dating apps, they actually know what they are doing. Let's not forget that Hinge actually says that it is the dating app that is designed to be deleted. But is it though? Is it really the dating app that is designed to be deleted? I'm going to leave you guys to answer. But anyways, I've deleted mine. I understand that there are people who have found their match on dating apps. I and my girlfriend, we actually did meet on Hinge. And yeah, I've met like people that I've been with in the past on Hinge, and I have found friends on Hinge. Like my best friend, one of my best friends, I actually actually met her on HER, because when I moved down here to this location, I wanted to make more queer friends. So I went on Hinge, I went on dating websites. Actually, it was just Hinge and HER. HER is a lesbian website. So I went on Hinge and I went on HER, and there I was very, very particular about what I wanted. I said I wanted to make friends. So there are friends that I made on there. Some I don't talk to any longer, but there are some I talk to, like my friend Sarah. I met her on HER. Like, she's literally one of my best friends. We go on dates. I make her hair. Like, yeah, and there are some of my friends that I met on Hinge. We go on friendship dates. So yeah, I've actually met people on dating apps and friends, and also lovers, and also people that you think something is going to happen, but then it just becomes a whole dead end. One thing I've actually noticed is that sometimes dating apps could lead to some sort of fatigue or some sort of burnout. Dating app burnout happens when using dating apps for a while makes you feel tired and frustrated. And this is because there are so many choices, and eventually talking to people just gets boring, and you might just feel disappointed when things don't actually work out. If you've used a dating app, literally, you know what I'm talking about. The very first time I started using dating apps, that's actually how it felt to me. But then again, when I cancelled and came back, I had to like put certain boundaries in place. When it comes to dating app burnout or fatigue, keeping up with conversations could be very, very draining, and sometimes it can be very, very hard for you to find a real connection. Plus, again, the apps are designed for you to just keep swiping, which can actually make you spend too much time on them. I think this should even be a video for another time. People have been coming saying, oh, if you want to get a man with high class, especially if you're a black woman, change your profile to white. Yo. Are we really doing that to ourselves? Like, are we really doing that to ourselves? Obviously, this is not the app's fault. The people that you're seeing when you change to white has particularly said that they want to date white women. So why are you going to show yourself interested to people who are not interested in dating you? This is a story for another day. But let's go on. Guys, I'm feeling myself today. Oh my God. Let's go on, please. So my advice to you, if you're feeling dating app fatigue or dating app burnout, is to feel better, take breaks from the app, and limit how much you use them. That's literally what I can say. And try meeting people through friends or hobbies instead if you're tired of the app. This can also help you to enjoy dating again without feeling so tired or frustrated. And obviously, dating app burnout, it can actually cause people to lose hope in the dating process. So obviously, I would just advise that you can also go to events, check Eventbrite, because dating is actually good, and dating goes beyond just even being in a relationship. And I should tell that to myself, because I'm such a homebody, you guys. I'm such a homebody, but I'm learning to put myself out there, not only dating my girlfriend, also dating myself. That's been my goal for this year, to also date myself. Guys, I love summer. Summer makes me happy. Can't you guys see? Anyways, guys, I'm so excited. So now that brings us to this question: are dating apps good for you? The answer is yes and no. I mean, if you don't really got like me, then yes, or maybe. Honestly, I don't really know. Personally, I believe that it just depends on the individual's perspectives and the individual's experiences. On one hand, obviously, dating apps, they are a very convenient option. They offer convenience and access to a larger pool of potential matches, which also makes it very easy for people to meet, especially for those who have busy lifestyle or have limited social circles. However, they also come with some negativity or some drawbacks. Such of these drawbacks could be like fostering superficial judgments based on appearances and leading to feelings of frustration or disappointment when interactions do not actually meet expectations. Moreover, the addictive nature of dating apps and the prevalence of negative experiences like ghosting can actually take a toll on users' emotional well-being. I want to tell you guys this: sometimes people do not intentionally ghost you. I just remembered something. When I was on HER, I was chatting with this person, like I was chatting with this girl, and we were just chatting, but like sometimes I just forget I have this app. And if you have HER, the HER app, they bombard you with so many notifications, and for some reason everybody likes you, like this person likes you, that person likes you. It can get so overwhelming, and I'm like, I'm not going to open this app because there'll be like 1,000 people like you. I'm like, really? 1,000 people? How How do you expect me to go through that? I only made one friend on HAR, and that was my friend Sarah. That's the only person I made on HAR, and that was the first day I joined HAR, and I was the only person she made on HAR. We had a very good conversation from the beginning of our chat, and quickly we went from HAR to text messages. So I'm like, yeah, sometimes it's not intentional, but obviously you do not even know that that is not intentional, and it could take a toll on you, because then you begin to doubt your self-worth. Why did this person ghost me? So anyways, I'm saying this because I remember when I went back to the app after leaving the app for like 2-3 weeks, the girl was like, if you're not going to chat with me, then you should have said it. But I genuinely just could not be asked to open that app, because I was just getting notifications. I just messaged her and I just told her that I had left the app, and I apologized and told her that, to be fair, I had not even like opened the app in a long time. And yeah, so yeah, that was literally it. So anyways, so if you must use a dating app, these are what you should consider. Firstly, it's very crucial to know what you want before you even start swiping, before you even create an account. It's very crucial for you to know, what do I want? The last time I was on a dating app, I actually wanted to make friends. I had moved into this location and I wanted to make friends. I wanted to make like queer friends, and I was very, very particular about wanting to make friends. Hinge, I made it very clear that I'm there to look for friends, and I had people ask me, why are you here to look for friends? Hinge is not for friendship, is more for dating. And I'm like, don't worry about me, sweetheart, don't worry about me, I'm gonna find my people. Anyways, there's this girl, very lovely girl I was chatting with, and we had a very good conversation and everything, and I told her, I was like, I'm just really here to look for friends and everything, like it's friendship I want. We had a good time until she told me, she was like, see, with you I don't want friendship, I want something more than friendship. So if I continue to be your friend, I'm deceiving myself and I'm hurting myself in the process. And it actually did hurt me at that time, because we had a very good rapport, we had a very good conversation, but obviously I was looking for friends. I had just come out of a very toxic situation and I just was not in the headspace to be in a relationship, and obviously I didn't want to start dumping my woes on another person. So obviously it really, really hurt to see them go. But at that time I was looking for friends. And obviously we just unmatched each other and kept it going. Also, if you must use a dating app, you should also create a profile that truly represents who you are. Like I said last time, people are like changing their race to white. Girl, you need to do better. Mind your own business. You're catering to people who don't even want you. Anyways, so once you're on the app, approach it with a very positive attitude. That's what I have to say. And be very proactive in starting conversation with matches that you're interested in. I know that could be a little bit controversial, but kind of, if you think about it, if you're the one in control, it's kind of sexy. And if it's not something you want, you just lay by the wayside. But if somebody else starts a conversation, obviously you're leaning towards what the person wants in some type of way. But if you're the one that actually starts the conversation, you have some power in your hands and you're like, yeah, this is not what I want, just drop it. honestly, trust me, it's 2024. We need to be up there. Even if you're in a relationship, don't drop your standards. I've done that, been there, done that. I would never again in my life. I've done that before. It didn't end well. Sometimes I just look at my past and I'm like, Joe, you were very stupid, but you learned, Sha. But in this life and the next, I'll be a fool to go back to my ex-boyfriend. I'll be a fool to go back to my ex-girlfriend. Oh my days. Also, of all the advice that I've given you guys, this should be your number one. Please remember to prioritize safety. Remember to be very, very safe. Do not share personal information too quickly. And also, remember to meet people in public places for first dates, second date, third date, fourth date. See, the thing is, I am a very true crime girly. So obviously, sometimes I'm like, Jewel, me too, I've done all these things. And sometimes when I think about it, I was like, Jewel, your safety is the number one thing. If you must use this dating app, meet people in public. In conclusion, in today's changing world, women are breaking away from traditional gender roles and expressing what they want in relationships. So movements like the Me Too movement and the fourth wave of feminism have actually given women the confidence to ask for respect, fairness, and honesty from their partner. Whether you're dating a man or whether you're dating a woman, it is your duty and your responsibility to ask for the respect that you deserve. Never bring down yourself for anybody. Even if you do not feel good in your body, you can say, oh, I don't feel good in my body, but don't make them treat you like shit. Trust me, I've been there, done that, took me to hell and back. It didn't do anything good for me. So So moving on, there is also a growing trend among women to choose celibacy, not because of religion, but because they just want to focus on personal growth, healing, and finding healthy relationships. There is this girl that I actually am subscribed to on YouTube. She's one of my favorite commentary channels, and her name is Yanni Lifestyle. She's been celibate for 3 to 4 years, and it's not because of religion. She is celibate because she's trying to choose herself. She's on a personal journey. She's on a personal growth. She's trying to heal from where she was with men, and she's enjoying herself with her toys. She's like, I have my toys, and at the same time, she is glowing. She's building herself as she should. Now, I love the fact that women are realizing that they need to take care of themselves and also set clear boundaries when it comes to dating. Even if you're in a relationship, I know it's very easy for your guard to be let down. Set boundaries, not only in your relationship, with your family, your father, your mother, your brothers. Set boundaries, set boundaries. When you set boundaries, there's this shoulder pad, this invisible shoulder pad that you're just endowed with because you've set this boundary for you and yourself. Anyways, but even though dating apps like Bumble were successful at first, they are facing criticism for how they advertise and handle issues like gender roles and celibacy. This just shows that dating app itself, they need to keep up with how society is changing. But wait, these people, are they living under the rock? Are they living under a rock? Because sometimes I'm like, what the hell? Are they living under a rock? Because there's no way you can't see all that is going on. Who is your marketing team? Like, who? Come and employ me? Should you? Nah, I don't think I want to do that job, but excuse me. Anyways, the history of matchmaking from ancient times to modern apps just actually shows how our views on love and relationship have changed. And it also shows that women, they've become more dependent and they've actually redefined what they want. Dating apps, this is your time to adapt. They actually need to adapt. They need to be more inclusive. They need to be more respectful, and they need to be more honest, especially when it comes to women. This app are basically geared towards women. You all know that's the truth. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, kindly subscribe. Please like this video, share with your friends, and I hope this makeup looks good on camera because it looks hella good in real life. But sometimes my makeup will look so good in real life, but in camera. So if you watch my last 2 videos, I spoke about how I was in an altercation with one of my housemates who is racist. So now, guys, I have good news. So I have decided, obviously I'm leaving, and I'm leaving. Obviously, I told you guys how the agents were like, I have to pay 2 months in advance, whatever. I'm not paying shit. I'm not paying anything. I am not going to pay anything. And they got the memo because now somebody came to view the house, came to view the room or whatever. But the agent that came, he asked me why I'm leaving. I told him, and he agreed with me. He was like, actually, that's not fair. They should let you go. But his own duty is to fill up the room. He wanted to offer me a relocation service. And I'm like, no, I wouldn't, because I don't trust your agency. They've done way worse and I don't trust them. So I'm not going to use them. Anyways, I found a place closer to my workplace, which I'm very grateful. I'm staying with a black girl. We're already vibing. I'm so excited. Rent is reasonable. Like, the room is bigger. When I showed my friends the video of the room, they were like, what in London? I'm like, yeah, the room is bigger. The storage is immaculate. I'm so grateful. The rent is reasonable. Oh my days. I'm so grateful. Honestly, I'm so grateful. Like, I'm grateful. But that being said, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Kindly subscribe if you've not, and I'm going to meet you in my next video. Guys, my next video might not be next week because I'm using this week to obviously pack and move to my house, my new house. I'm really going to miss Islington though, because I live in the heart of Islington and it's very accessible to so many places. Where I'm moving to is not that bad. It's not even far from Islington, but it is where it is. But I'm super happy. I'm super excited. I'm so grateful. So if you're not subscribed, kindly subscribe, like this video, and